And then, so since 1963, you guys have just been doing what? Traveling and what?
Well, yeah, we go to Arizona and we travel when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can and raise our kids, put them through college.
How wonderful.
And,
What's your guys' hobbies? What do you guys do for fun?
we round danced for about 15 years. And round
Yes.
dancing is choreographed ballroom dancing. In other words, we did all the rhythms and did that for 20 years, and then finally my back went out and he's been losing his balance.
Okay,
so we had
time
to give
out.
up.
Turn the camera towards this lady and give us 2 or 3 minutes all about the dancing, please. Seriously, honestly, give us all the details. You're kind of giving us a little hint about what it's about, and I'm going to sit down. But this sounds like incredible fun.
Okay, round dancing, we would go to classes during the week, and then on the weekend they'd have a dance. And we did all the rhythms, in other words, jazz, tango, foxtrot, rumba, waltz, foxtrot, and it's all choreographed, so you have to do what the cuer tells you to do at the time he tells you. And it's all done in a circle. In other words, we don't hold hands or anything, but we go one behind the other around the ballroom. And that's why it's called round dancing. It used to be just called part of square dancing, but now it's called choreographed ballroom dancing, because we do all the steps that the ballroom dancers do. So it's and then we just had to give up. We got too old, so. But we do it when we were home here, and we'd also go down to Arizona and do it down in Arizona. And we have teachers come in that teach us the different dances, and each dance is done to the same. In other words, one song would be one way, a waltz would be another piece of music, and goes on like that.
And did they switch between rhythms a lot as you were going around, or did they warn you this is the jazz one, now we're going to stop and do a rumba, or?
Yeah, we'd go from a waltz to a foxtrot to a jive to a tango to a bolero to you name it. We did them all.
Wow.
So it was a lot to remember,
Yeah.
because when they cue you, they only say a very minimum, and then it's up to you to figure out what to do in between. So it was.
Did you have to wear specifically fancy clothes for it?
Pardon?
Did you have to wear fancy ball dresses?
At the dances we did wear dressier, but during class we just wear pants and blouse and whatnot. So.
Wow, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. We really enjoyed it. Plus the people made it. They were the fun, you know. We'd have after parties and we'd have parties in between, and just always something going on. And we met so many nice people from all over the United States. They'd come down to Yuma, Arizona, and joined us down there because of the weather.
Oh,
It was
right.
warm.
That's my last question is, and then we'll let you off the hook, is tell us all about Yuma and why you guys just love it down there, please.
Well, when we started traveling, we had a 26-foot trailer, and we were going down to Guaymas, Mexico. And then the people down there either quit coming or divorced, or anyway, the crowd changed. So we left, and then we had a friend who started going to Yuma, and that's where we started. And there was a lot of activities down there. Plus, in the wintertime, the weather is gorgeous down there. Whereas here, it's foggy and overcast and rainy and cold, and Arizona is just wonderful. So, and that's how we started round dancing down there. Years and years ago, we square danced, but then we quit that. We were out of dancing for about 15 years, I think, and then we decided to go back, and we got more interested in the round dancing than the square dancing. So, but we've always been active, doing something. So
Yeah.
it's just been these later years that we can't do it anymore. So.
Well, but you're still walking.
Yeah, barely.
Wow, I don't know. You guys are looking pretty good, actually. Oh, that's great. So, did she answer all your questions?
Trust me, you look beautiful today. I'm so glad
yeah.
you could join us. And the wonderful blouse, and you just look lovely, trust me. So you look like that we already sent you to the makeup artist. So you just are wonderful, just look perfect. And thank you again. So I guess, can you still go for a little while longer, John, and talk a few more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you, I have to admit, didn't your ship do a lot of island hopping? Didn't you guys were a picket ship? I mean, there's a lot more we didn't hear about the Brown, right? Like you guys were a lot of battles, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. If you want to talk about that, or just talk about your Navy hopping career, and we can maybe come back and talk about that later. But I know you saw a lot of action. You know, well, if only just for the picket ships. I'm so proud of the guys that were on those picket ships. I mean, that was what, almost 70 years ago, what, last month or this month, was when the kamikazes were coming down, you know, there in Okinawa, sure. But whatever you feel like talking about, how much more time do we have, Denise, do you think, for this session?
I don't know.
Okay, how much do we have? I guess we need to probably leave at 2 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
So we can still go 45 more minutes if your voice will go 45 more minutes.
We have an eye appointment
Sure.
for him at
Sure.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Oh, in that case, we should probably just have a kind of 10, 15 minute wrap up. But we would like to come and take you to the parade. Are we going to be here? Are we going to be able to take him to the parade July 4th?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to go, sure, that'd be great. Okay. So yeah, just
About the
what should we have him talk about? Oh, yeah. Why don't we do that? I brought a special camera lens to take pictures of these. Do you want to hand it to him? I almost hesitate to pick it up.
Go ahead.
I
Go
can,
ahead. Okay.
It's pretty,
I can
It's
hold it.
pretty
So I'll let
stout.
Denise do the camera work here. And just so we can still see your face, John, will be perfect. And I'll turn this around and you'll have to look through there, Denise.
sit up taller.
And then
so
you can kind of see
your face.
what's happening there, yeah.
No, I can't really see his face, but
Okay, sorry. We'll work it out, yeah. And we can take photos of it next time. So,
do you want to talk about any of them?
Well, we had a fire here in the house, and it burned all my metals up. So I
oh boy,
had to
Oh man.
that's a bad one.
try to get my metals back again, and we had
Of
a hard
course.
time doing it. So George Miller, who was here, he
Sure,
he
yeah.
went to bat with me, and he wrote a letter to the Bureau and said that he wanted me to review my record and get my medals back. So
Yeah.
they sent a list of all the medals that I should have had.
That's what everybody is doing, so you're not the only one. But, John, tell us all about your Purple Heart, please. But you know, my dad actually has a Purple Heart from Korea, but as I may have told you last time, he had a hearing thing, he lost his hearing, but they cured it. He's totally off the disabled rolls, totally renewed, so that's kind of neat. But anyway, you probably got yours for something more serious. What happened?
Well, that's when I got that shrapnel in the back of my neck.
Oh my.
But I didn't know you could get a Purple Heart. I thought you had to lose a hand or a leg or something like that. So I never did proceed in it. And then I started hearing everybody getting Purple Heart for little scraps. And so I went to the union, to the Veterans Administration, and I said, how could I apply for my medals? And they said, you have to have a doctor's signature on that before they could give you a Purple Heart. And I said, well, I never did have a doctor, I only had a pharmacist mate. But it was put in my records at that time by a doctor there, but he never did see the actual wound. And it was in the record there for so many years, and so he sent that letter back, and every ship, the skipper signed that, and he said, there's enough skippers, officers have signed that, your fitness reports, that we believe you believe it should have a Purple Heart.
Sure, absolutely. And more importantly, I have to admit, John, you rescued a lot of people December 7th, and then all those people that, that was kind of your job. I know it was something you really enjoyed doing, and what a wonderful way to spend the war is saving people. But you never got any awards or anything written up for all of that. Well, I'm just so glad you could tell us your story.
The only thing I ever got was, the skipper always said, well done job, John, well done.
And you got ice cream.
I'm actually, can I hand this to you just because if you're not mic'd up? And you can take, I'm not sure. Thank you, yes, okay. So let's go ahead and wrap up because I think we just want to come back. Can we come back again and interview one more time?
Sure.
Okay, good. Then in that case, Denise, what should we wrap up on here for like 5 minutes and then let
I
him
thought we
go?
were going to wrap up on his medals.
I think that's probably enough, I suppose.
There's one medal it's not on there. Nobody seems to have it. I've tried different places and they don't have it.
Which medal is it?
I got it on that list that they sent me.
Oh.
And I got it checked off, and every time I go down to see if there's a medal, but we don't have that one. They have the ribbon, but not the medal.
Mm.
And it's a very hard one to get, and you had to save a lot of men to do it. And I think it's from saving all those men on the on the submarine. I mean, on the Arizona, and bringing those men from back to the subbase.
Sure.
And